this election, compared to the executive election from last semester, the voter turnout has significantly decreased. Last semester, for the exec cabinet, 6 positions were up for election, and a lot of students did turn out for that election. However, this semester, with the fall election focusing more on the legislative cabinet, and those are also made up of 6 positions, there were a little less than 350 students who turned out. I think the new members who were recently elected in the legislative elections will significantly change the dynamic of our Senate and how we address the problems and issues of the student body. Um, Ironically, 4 of the members who were elected are returning members to the table. There are only 2 who are new members who haven't sat on the table or been a part of the Senate in their career here at Whittier College. Um, Although there are members that are returning to the table who have since served on the Senate, they are serving in different positions at this time, and positions more so that they feel comfortable with. Of our 4 student body representatives that actually represent the entire student body, 3 of them are sophomores, and only one of them is a junior. With that, it really provides a challenge for our sophomore representatives to build up the confidence to talk to the upperclassmen and really get their issues heard and bring them to the table. We as a Senate are very young. When I stepped into office as president last semester, we were a very young Senate. Most of the executive cabinet was made up of sophomores, and this year we are now juniors. But together we have formed a really close, we've formed a very close relationship to which all of us communicate very well, that we can address all of the problems and issues and concerns that the student body has.
Well, I think it's really great to get to talk to the student body and figure out what concerns they have about the campus, and then be able to be that representative of a 1,300 people student body and be able to present it to a very small group of people who actually have the option to change things about the school and bring it to the administration and fight the bureaucracy. Well, I'm one of 4 student body representatives, and so I think the idea of having 4 of them is so that each one can sort of bring to the table a different perspective and a different amount of relations with the students, and maybe even a different group of students that they're connecting with. And so my personal position, we're, in terms of requirements, at least, we are supposed to get 20 signatures per week from the student body. That sort of is a validation of our position. We were talking about the possibility of having an off-campus site that would be just for off-campus students to be able to keep their things, and it would be in the old mailroom. And I think that it's a very integral thing for the student body representatives to get involved with, because we're the ones that are taking the opinions of the students, whether they're off campus or on campus, and we're presenting them to those committee chairs and to EMEA. So that's a really big thing. And also, I think a lot with the campus center, that's always going to be an ongoing problem, and facilities, of course, just getting all of the input of the students and figuring, especially culinary committee, Brandon is going to be really important, and we're going to be important in telling him things, because students have a lot of problems with bon appetit. So just bettering everything, I guess.